Okay, so the house that we're about to call is actually currently,
just smell those real quick, Jacob. They're cinnamon scented broomsticks.
I know, they've got the full size that's public. I love them. These are perfect for bathrooms.
That's what we're going.
Fabulous, because God knows I've walked the bathroom after you. We need more than those.
They're also
Live TV at its finest.
Right. So anyway, so are we recording now? Perfect. So what I'm about to do is I just got the information for the home in Atlanta currently occupied by Lost and Found Youth's transitional housing program. It is a 6-bed house. I don't remember the bath or anything yet, but she gave me the Nishida, who is lovely. We love her. She was just an amazing woman. She just gave me the address and she gave me the owner's phone number, and I'm going to call him to see what we can do to keep this house for the foundation. You see, they have no idea how to do what we do. They have no idea. And when they're stressing because now they've got to find another house, they don't have the money for another house. And how are they going to find another 6-bedroom house? They're only paying $1,050 a month for this home. And they have 12 beds there that they're keeping safe.
Like my pumpkin?
I love pumpkins. So this is the address. I want you guys to copy and paste that and put it into Zillow and see what you guys see. All right. Well, you're fine. Do you guys, oh wait, it was 30310. Crap.
That's so weird. I actually lived on a street in college that was Lucilla. So the fact that that's there, I was like, oh, that's a little.
So this is just an impromptu thing. No one's required to be here for this, but if you want to see how it works, he may not answer the phone. He might scream me. He might curse me out. I don't know, right? But I'm not going to let my unknown hold me back, because this organization needs me to be braver than the fear I feel for my own personal idiosyncrasies, and no one likes rejection, right? So we're going to call them together. I've got the owner's name. His name is Joel. And we're going to see what they have to say. But first, pull up this listing on Zillow.
Nice house.
It is.
Yeah.
And I want you to look. We're going to talk a little bit about, let me go here. I'm going to share my screen.
Is it currently listed? Is it currently listed?
Yes. And I clearly they didn't know about me first. So how do I go to screen share? Chrome. All right. And we're going to go to Zillow. I almost typed .org. I've been doing that all day now. Okay, boom. So this is what I want you guys to look at first. He is trying to sell his house according to Nishida. He's trying to sell his house to take advantage of the bubble, all right? So that is the first thing that I know. That's the only thing I know, okay? Now, is that accurate or not? He might have other reasons. When I look at down here, this is the part I found interesting when I looked. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. So I look down here. This is what I'm seeing. Okay, we love this. We're seeing the trend. It's going up. Remember, you want to see it in a wave. Like you really want to see a wave when you're looking at things up, down, because it's real. Anytime something goes straight up, it is a sign of something fraudulent. Think Bernie Madoff. Okay, he was actually caught because he never lost any money, right? So that was part of it. Yeah, tombstone.
But he made off with a lot of money.
Yeah, he did, which he made off with all of my late mentors' money, jerk. Anyway, so look right here. This is what I want you to see right here. You see the price history? 8/29/2020, they dropped it to 390. Then I looked down, like, oh wait, June 9th, it was 395. Okay. Then in February, they had it at 409, and they listed for sale in January. So here we've had this massive boom in the market, right? We've seen houses and real estate just expanding and blowing up right now during the 2020. It really has been crazy. People are buying things sight unseen. Yet this house can't move. If you go down here to 2009, the listing was removed. So we apparently tried doing it for a while. But What was that?
Look at the bottom one. Sold for $45,000 in May of '08.
Public record. Yes. So if they want to get their money out, let's find out what that says. All right. So we're looking here at the property taxes. We'll need that stuff later. I'm not going to get overly familiar. I don't want to spend too much time doing my research. I have to make the phone call anyway. But I wanted you guys to see what I look like, what I look for on Zillow as this goes. So I can see, okay, that's what the rental value is. And he's renting it for $1,050 to the nonprofit. This guy is obviously someone I would like to help because he's doing something good. You know what I mean? He's got a heart. So these are the schools. What does that tell you about this area?
Pretty low. Oh no, 300.
The schools are low. Here's a quick little tip. If the schools are low, the income is low. If the scores are high, the income is high. Make sense? Typically, and why is that? Well, because the taxes for that area pay for the school system. Is it fair? No. And hopefully one day that will be changed. But that is the thing to know. Now, when it comes to neighborhood, this is what I want to look for. Weston Homes have written 3.4% over the past 12 months. Well, at least we know that inflation is roughly 3%. So if you have a home in this area, it's at least going to keep up with inflation. All right, so that's something I look at. Median home is 307,100, but again, this is a large home. This is a 6-bedroom home. There's not usually a need for this many homes. So let's see what I want to say. So do you guys have any questions for first?
Not right now.
Let's see what this says. Okay. I wanted to actually know about the house. There we go. Up, 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 up. Okay. 6-bed, 4-bath, 4 full bathrooms, has a dishwasher, dryer, freezer, garbage disposal, microwave, range. Okay. So it has everything that they need. Thank God. So the basement is partially finished. Awesome. I want to know what that looks like as well. Heating, gas, forced air, other interior features, common walls with other units and homes, no common walls. So it's a freestanding home. That's what that means. There's a fireplace in the family room. Oh, we've got a virtual tour. Let's take a look. I love these. These are fun. InstaView. Here we go. So from here, oh, this is not a virtual tour. This is called a slideshow.
Wow.
With music. Oh, I hate these. So we see the house is in good condition, especially considering that it's now housing homeless young adults. It's kind of awesome that way. So we're gonna keep looking. I don't know anything about the neighborhood. I don't know what the street view looks like, but we are gonna make the phone call now. You ready? Let me hear you say, hell yeah.
Hell yes.
Well, you got James to do it too. All we got from Bo was jazz hands. He's so enthused. Yeah. All right. Getting nervous. I don't know why. I always get nervous before I make phone calls. I always do.
You're also on live TV too, so.
It's on live TV too, yes. So I'm on speaker because my phone doesn't work otherwise. So while I do this, can you hear anything?
Yep.
Not yet. It's ringing. He may not answer because it's my phone number is a 757 number, which is not local to Atlanta. He might think I'm a telemarketer. Oh my. Well, we need some TLC in the bathroom. But it's completely livable. Good evening, Joel. My name is Jacob Jennings, and I am a real estate broker in South Florida with Douglas Elliman Realty, and I specialize in nonprofits. I see your listing that you have with Lost and Found Youth, and I think it's fantastic. I would like to see if we can work out a deal and see if we can take this property off your hand and give you some money. So when you get a chance, would you mind giving me a call back? This is my direct number, area code 757-478-6067. And oh, this is listed. Okay, I'm also going to try to reach out to your agent as well. So look forward to speaking with you. Take care. Well, he didn't answer. Wait a minute. I'm still alive and the world didn't crumble. Okay. So now I follow it up with a text message. Good evening, Joel, period. My name is Jacob Jennings, comma, real estate broker in South Florida, period. I have some questions about your listing and would like to see if we could help both you and lost and found youth purchase the home, period. Would you and your agent be available for a phone call, question mark? Now, I'm capitalizing and your agent, both be available, because I want to talk to both. Why do I want to talk to both? Well, because I can control the negotiations that way, right? I want the agent to get commission. This poor agent has been struggling to get this property sold since January, right? So I want them to get paid. I have no problem with paying agents, especially when they're trying hard to do this as well. But what I want to do more specifically is I want them to know that I specialize in nonprofit work, and I don't want any misrepresentation of what I'm trying to do if an agent isn't clear, and they could ruin the deal, right? They don't know what I'm really trying to say. They could ruin the deal because they don't understand what I'm going to try to do and what we're trying to get accomplished. But what am I going to accomplish? I don't know. I'm just going to try to create a win-win situation and see if he will hold the note for part of this home. He only paid $45,000 for it, right? So I want to see if we can make this happen and see if we can get lost and found youth an asset that will continue to boost their monthly income. So where'd it go?
Leanne was trying to get in, but I told her we couldn't get the homeowner on the phone, so not to worry.
No, that's okay. I'm still working, aren't I? I'm going to call Tinga.
Okay, well, let Leanne come in if she's waiting.
Tell her to come in. I don't see anything here in the waiting room.
All right, I'll tell her to come back.
Mm-hmm. Let me get back here. Okay, I need to get out of this. All right, let's contact the agent. Scrolling. Where is the agent's information? Contact agent, here we go. I'm not gonna fill that out because they're gonna call me like crazy and I already have enough phone calls coming in. I don't see anything. Why can't I find? Here, we'll do this. I'll show you this as well. Why not? We are going to go back, share screen. Here we are. Where are you guys? There you are. Share screen. There's my Google Chrome. Okay. Now I'm trying, all I have is the agent's name, but I don't have, and I have her email, but I don't have her phone number. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to type in Tinga. Oh, shut up.
I see one actually on realtor.com, by the way.
You see her phone number?
I have a phone number here. It says presented by Tinga Hurd, Wind Realty, and I have a 404 phone number, 44933 4017.
933
4017.
4017. Fabulous. I do want to keep this up so I can see that property as we go. Okay, so again, here's the property. All right, so I'm going to contact the agent right now. Usually what I do, and I didn't do this in the right order, is I send a text first, ask if they're free. Do you have a moment to talk about your listing here? I've got an idea. I'm interested in your property, but I'm calling because you guys are here and whatever. Let's see. Oh, she's got an answering service. How fancy. What does that say about her as a quality agent?
She values her time.
On that realtor.com, can you look at how many listings she's had?
It just shows the one.
Realty. This is Tanya. How may I assist you?
Hi, Tanya. My name is Jacob Jennings. I'm a broker in Boca Raton, Florida. How are you doing today?
All right, yourself.
I am doing very well, thank you. Please, I know it's a 757 number, but do not hold the fact that I'm from Virginia against me. I got out as soon as I could, but I want to get back to the South, which is why I am calling you. You have a listing on Lucille Avenue, correct?
Well, you actually, all the agents are not available at the moment. So I can
Oh.
actually leave a message, and you can email them, or you can email them yourself. But I can
Okay.
take a message if you like, or give you the email address.
Yes, would you leave a message? I believe the agent is Tinga Schreiber, I believe. And my phone number is area code 757 478 6067.
And that was Jacob Jennings,
Yes, with Douglas Elliman Realty.
478-6067.
Yes.
Okay, and what was the street address you was interested in?
1247 Lucille Avenue. Lucile.
Lucille?
Yep,
Okay.
Lucille.
And what's that zip code?
30310.
And that's in Atlanta, 30310?
Yes, it is.
Okay then. All right. We appreciate you calling in. I'm going to go ahead and relay your information, and one of the agents will return your call as soon as possible.
Is it the listing agent that will be calling me?
It'll be one of the agents, I guess, because I guess they'll see the address, so whoever's associated with the address will be giving you a call back.
Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome.
Take care.
You have a great day.
You too, honey. Oh, there goes my Southern. Just, well, I know. Fine.
Actually, I found that actually is the broker's number for Tinga S. I do have a direct number. It's a 678 number. I went further on to realestatebook.com and found it that way.
Well, that's helpful. Very good. What's the phone number?
Phone number is
Hold on. I'm going to send a text message. Go ahead. You there? James? I cannot hear you. Are you there?
Are you still there? I apologize. I got another call
No
that came in at the same time. I apologize.
No problem. What's the phone number?
Okay, number is 678-640-3677.
Okay, I'm going to send her a text message first now. It's because I called her broker. It's like,
And this is listed as direct.
good evening, Tinga, period. I heard you say
I
this.
apologize.
Uh-huh. Shut up, James.
Is anybody in the waiting room right quick? Trying to come in?
No, not that I see.
Okay.
I don't see anyone in the waiting room right now.
I told him to try again. I was like, we're going to call a realtor, but I guess nobody did. So, all right.
Well, let me see. Are we still sharing? If I stop sharing screen, do I see a waiting room? Nope, no one. Okay. So here we go. Hello, Tinga, period. My name is Jacob Jennings, and I just called your broker to inquire about your listing on Lucille, period. Do you have a moment to talk? Question mark? And just like that. I'm going to say, do you have a moment to speak, actually? Actually, I'm going to say chat, because I want her to come at me friendly. Not Tinga. Tinga. Florida real estate broker. I just called to inquire about your listing on Lucille. There we go. Message sent. Woohoo! Love it. Okay, so that is all we have. So if she calls back, that's great. I'll give her seconds to respond. But what are you guys learning so far with this? Have you figured anything out? What are you taking away, James? You're the one that's actually, yeah.
As far as I could tell, basically you found, of course, the information for the property owner, or reach out to them first as to develop the conversation, develop rapport. And of course, again, since he was not available, he left a message, of course, and followed up with a text message. He also followed up with the realtor as well, as you said you would. made good on your word and have made your due diligence trying to reach out to her as well. And who knows, she might, of course, come back at you. And but also do some of your due diligence and do some preliminary homework of the property. And the fact that, again, it matches, of course, what you're investing in, which is, of course, in nonprofits and assisting other nonprofits as well.
So I'm thinking about sending a text message to both of them and making a group chat, but I'm probably going to hold off on that. Oh, she just said she's available for a call. Oh, this is Joel. Oh. Great. Okay. Calling now. Great. Calling now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. That's just so it has time to go through the airways. He has time to read the text message. All right, here we go. Good evening, Joel. This is Jacob Jennings. How are you doing today?
I'm doing fine. It's a beautiful day here in Atlanta.
Oh, isn't it ever? I love the fall up there. I want to get up there and see it more often.
Yeah. Where are you in Florida?
I'm in Boca Raton, Florida, where it is way too hot for way too long.
Yes.
But it is damn pretty down here. I'm not going to lie. It is paradise on earth, but it's also God's waiting room. So anyway, well, thank you so much for taking my call. I was not expecting you to be able to answer right now. So let me go ahead and tell you who I am and why I'm interested and why I'm taking up your time right now. I am a licensed broker here in the state of Florida, but I specialize in nonprofits. I actually have a nonprofit myself where I house homeless gay youth here in Florida. I'm trying to expand around the country. And that took me along, and I ended up going up to Atlanta a couple weeks ago, and I made connections with Lost and Found Youth. God, they're an awesome organization, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
They're so
Great
good.
organization.
They really are. And they were saying some really wonderful things. Like I did not know they had like a 24-hour crisis hotline and all their transitional housing. They're doing so much for the community. It really was inspirational. And then I asked about their homes because like I said, I just opened my nonprofit in January, but I've been doing real estate for several years now. And they said that they had to look for a new home, and I was asking what was going on, and they said that you put your home up for sale. I'm like, oh, well, then buy it. And they're like, well, they don't know what to do or what to say. And it's obvious because most nonprofits, well, they're nonprofits. They don't know how to do transactions like this. But I just wanted to get to know a little bit more about the house, and I know you have an agent, so if you want to bring her on the line, please do. I will absolutely work with agents because I am one. But I just want to get some more information and just see what your side, like, what are you trying to accomplish? I know you want to sell the home. Go ahead.
I'll say a couple things. One, I want to sell the house because I want to take the profit out of the house to pay off other debts that I have.
Okay.
Also, I've had it on the market for a while, and I was really hoping that Lost and Found was going to be able to come up with the funds to buy it, because I think it would be best if they could just stay there.
Oh my God, I think I could not agree more. So let's see if we have the same goal in mind. Let's keep going with that. So when you listed it in January, correct? February, okay. Something, I just knew it was cold. Then again, in Florida, it's never cold. So I was like, it's one of the snowy nights elsewhere. Okay, so it's been there for a minute and you haven't been able to move it. But it's also a unique property. I mean, how many 6-bedroom houses are in that area, you know?
That's correct. I think that's probably one of the few.
Yeah. And so you have a smaller buyer pool. So tell you what, you don't have to give me specifics right now. But what I specialize in is I help people and nonprofits. I only create win-win situations so that sellers get the most out of their property and that the nonprofits are able to acquire the properties correctly. And I teach them how to do it along the way. So as they scale and they do their business, it's replicable. Is that the word? Yeah, close enough. So do you mind if I ask you some questions? You can give me ranges. You don't have to give me anything specific. So you are looking at, you want to sell this home for, is it $390 right now?
That's correct.
Okay. And so you were saying you wanted to pay off other debts. Can you tell me, like, roundabout how much of that profit would go to paying off those debts?
Pretty much most of it. I mean, I have another rental property. It's a triplex.
Really? Is that also in Atlanta?
Yes, it is. Not the same area, in a different part of Atlanta, but I don't know how much you know about Atlanta, but it's near Little Five Points, if you know that area.
I really don't know at all. I'm looking to move up there, but is that, yeah, I just know that I'm trying to expand my nonprofit up there as well. And I acquire properties and then I put nonprofits in there so they can continue to do their work. So we might be able to do multiple transactions right now. So let's start with one and see where we go.
Right. So let me finish what I was saying.
Perfect.
I want to take the profit that I make off of selling the house to pay off the mortgage on the triplex.
Okay, and how much is the mortgage on the triplex?
Right now, it's about
260 something to pay
Yeah,
off.
I don't have the exact number right in front of me.
Okay. Got it. So you want to pay off the loan. So do you want to sell the triplex or you just want to pay off the mortgage and keep
No,
it?
I'm going to keep the triplex.
Okay.
Once I pay off the mortgage, then it's pretty much all income at that point.
Okay. So it's all, yeah, that would be, and that actually raises your net worth and gives you an actual asset that's worth something. By the way, I had to say, the fact that you're only charging them what you are charging, I already like you. Thank you. Thank you.
And thank you for saying so.
It
I
is
have
awesome.
probably not raised their rent at all since the day I first rented to them. And it's because I like them as a nonprofit.
Do you work or volunteer or do anything more with them?
Not really. I mean, I work with them in terms of trying to, maintain the house and keep the rent low for them, as low as I can. And, but I speak their name to other people. I also am a board member of Atlanta Polyamory.
Okay, tell me more about them.
Are you familiar with polyamory?
Well, I know the term polyamorous, so I'm wondering if that's something together.
Yeah, that's essentially. So it's basically multiple love situations, and we work pretty closely with the LGBTQ community.
I would assume
Partly
so.
because, a lot of it has to do with the fact that these are lifestyle choices, right? And we like to support other organizations and other groups that are supporting, lifestyle choices, whether it's gay, bi, transgender, whatever it is, we support that and we work as closely as we can with them.
Just so you know, I would love to help you guys as well. I have many friends who are polyamorous and I support them just as well. So that's fantastic. Okay. So you're on the board for them. That's great. So this is what I'm wondering, right? I've got a couple of ideas right off the bat. Can you tell me real quick, because I'm just running some quick scenarios in my head. I just want to get as much information as I can from you. What is your monthly payment for your mortgage on the triplex?
My mortgage payment?
Yeah, well, what is for the triplex? How much is that a month?
I think it's just slightly, it's like close to $2,000 a month.
Close to $2,000 a month? Okay.
Yeah. I don't have the exact number in front of me, but
Okay.
that's pretty close.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do, and I definitely I'm gonna speak to your agent too, because I don't want your agent thinking I'm trying to circumvent her. I am not one of those people, and you'll see that over time. But I can see what you're trying to do. It makes sense to me. I gotta have a conversation with, do you know who Nishida is at Lost and Found?
Yeah.
Love her, oh my
I
God.
love the conversation, yeah.
Yeah, so she's the one that gave me your information, by the way. So I'm going to, she was like, yes, see if we can help us get this house. I'm like, okay, I will. So I want to see what they can do, because their big thing is, well, as you know, we're about to go into donor season, and they just raise blindly. Now, what I do is I raise for specific assets. And so therefore I can help them purchase something like this. What I'd like to do though, because it's much easier if I go in to my donors and say, okay, listen, this is what we've already been able to do. We've raised this much money for this house. We've got to come up with a balance here, blah, blah, blah. And we see if we can reach that goal. So what I want to do is I can see, I'm going to just start to play some numbers and get some strategies in my head. But if you need, this is a decent idea. Okay, so do you mind if I run some scenarios and I either call you back later on tonight or tomorrow and we have another conversation with your agent as well?
That would be great.
Fantastic.
In fact, I passed on your the text message you sent to me. I forwarded on to her as well.
I also text her as well. Perfect.
Oh, good.
Yes. So that's great.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
She's a great person.
I can tell. And I'm actually really excited. You know what? I really want to get to Georgia just because everyone seems so much nicer there. It's so true.
Well, we welcome you on up here. Come on up.
Honey, you welcome everybody. You're polyamorous. I get it.
Exactly.
I'm part of the family. It's cool. I mean, you know, homosexuals, we like to get around to. So awesome.
That's how I know my real estate agent that was through our polyamory group.
It's amazing what networking will do. So, so let me tell you a little bit more about, so actually I'll give you a little bit of history about my nonprofit so you can, you get an idea. I used to teach how to invest in real estate around the country. I was very fortunate. I got my real estate license after retiring from being a professional dancer and not stripper, ballroom Latin, to be clear.
I
Yeah.
understand.
Okay, well, most people don't. So not that there's anything wrong with being a stripper. I was very good at that too. Not the point. So I got very good at what I did and would travel around the country teaching people how to invest in real estate with a seminar company. And it was a fantastic experience. And now I'm based here in Florida, but I started my nonprofit in January. We've already opened up a second location in Colorado Springs. And we're looking at opening a third in Washington, D.C. And I would like to move into the Atlanta market because it is the home of civil rights. And my goal is to change the conversation around homelessness and end youth homelessness for the LGBTQ community. I know, thank you.
Yeah, we have such a problem here.
Well, I want to help. Do you know anybody else, by the way, that is having problems with their real estate or would like to do more with a nonprofit? Do you know anybody else that I could assist?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. I'm outside at a cafe, so
Ooh.
big truck just went by. I couldn't hear what you just said.
I was asking if you do you know of anybody else who might need some assistance with troublesome or difficult real estate or want to get involved with nonprofit real estate?
Not right offhand, but I do know, I do have a friend who works very closely with an area of Atlanta that's being gentrified, and you know the people who've lived there for quite a long time are getting pushed out because of taxes and various other things. So he's trying to help with that.
I like him. Please, if you could text me his information because
you'll like him.
Yes, I have a hard time with gentrification because they're literally, I have no problem with building an area up. I have a problem with erasing a culture's history, which is what gentrification does. So
that's right. And we have had organizations which have said that they would support building low-cost housing.
Oh,
Like for instance, I don't know if you're familiar with the Beltline.
I've been hearing about it. That's the bike circle that you're trying to build around the city, correct?
That's right. Now, the organizers of that said they would do like 20% along the Beltline. They would make sure that there was low-cost housing that people could live in and work in the city, but they haven't lived up to their promise. Yeah, what can you do?
You can cause a
that
scene.
is a big problem we have here. We have a lot of people who, the city needs a lot of support from people who work in restaurants, bars, chain stores, whatever. But if they get pushed out of the city, it can take them sometimes 2 hours.
Yeah, they don't have any wraparound services.
Where they're working. parking, and it's just like
I
on top of that.
so what area is that are you talking about? Is it Grant Park or is it a different part of the city?
Grant Park. Yeah, there's an interesting part of Grant Park that is still developing, but it's mostly southwest Atlanta.
Uh-huh.
That's the area where all the money is going into, which is sort of where my house is that I'm trying to sell is slightly southwest.
Okay. Because yours is more west, right? On the west side?
Yes,
Okay.
correct.
Because I really don't know the area, so I'm trying to figure all that
Yeah.
out. Okay.
By the way, just to throw something out at you, so you'll know, there is a very famous person who's gotten involved with Lost and Found. Tyler Perry.
Tyler Perry?
Yes. He built a huge studio here. He basically bought up an old army base. And
Mm-hmm.
he's built out that as multiple studios, but he's set aside, I don't know how many rooms or space he's set aside, but I know that he's working with Lost and Found.
That is so awesome. God, okay, I'm getting more and more excited right now. So I have my initial idea. I'll tell you this now. Don't hold me to it because I think we can do more and more and more together.
Okay.
Based on appraisal, when we do an inspection stuff like that, I'll be totally transparent. What I will do is I will, whatever the inspection clause is and whatever the appraisals come at, we will be transparent. I will share all that information with you. I am not one of those people that likes to go back and forth and negotiate to try to see how low I can get you, blah, blah, blah. You've already done so much. I feel like you should get as much out of this property as you can, just because of what you've already done for them. So let's just say the 390 is there, but this is just the example. If I can raise a chunk of cash to give you to hold the property so we can buy it, would you give us the time to either raise more funds, or even if we got to we could buy it over time, like make monthly payments that are greater than your $2,000 a month for the triplex. Therefore, you can have that going. Then when we actually have time to refinance the house, and I get Lost and Found in a place where they can actually qualify for a mortgage and buy you out, would you be willing to work with us on that?
I am open to that, yes.
Fantastic. Okay, I'm going to go make some phone calls and see how much money I can get you.
Okay.
Awesome. Let's talk tomorrow, okay?
Yeah.
Thank you, Joel.
I'll get in touch with my real estate agent and see if I can find a time that's going to work well for her too.
Perfect. I look forward to it.
Okay.
Send me a text and we'll go ahead and set up a time tomorrow. Perfect.
Okay.
Thank you, Joel. Have a great day. Be blessed.
Well, thank you for reaching out.
Of course. Bye-bye. Woo!
Bingo.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Huh. And that, bitches, is how you get a deal started. Questions?
Yeah, when are you reaching out to Tyler Perry?
Exactly. So,
There's a
what
B
I'm
after
gonna
that
do
name.
now- What was that?
There's quite a few zeros after his name for sure, as in the billionaire status that he made itself into. But the studio he's talking about actually was one that I know I'm familiar with as being in the from a former video production company beforehand. I followed it closely. I have a few friends that were actually doing shoots out there for some films and TV shows, and it's pretty impressive what he actually built as far as the technology he put inside there and how he redid that. Of course, the old military fort. It was impressive. So I find that very, very fascinating. But when he mentioned, of course, what it was, I said, "Oh, well, go figure." He's one of the bigger names I'm familiar with in Atlanta.
It is. And it's also interesting because Atlanta gets so many film credits. They
Yes.
and now Alabama's taking it. So there's a little bit of a feud starting, which is kind of cool. But a few states have gotten film credits to get movies and stuff made there. In Atlanta, Georgia was one of the first, Georgia and Illinois. So really Atlanta and Chicago. And then they're starting to spread out to other parts and other states because California is getting too damn expensive for people to make films now. So it's not surprising that Tyler Perry's there. Oh my God, I can meet Tyler Perry. This is gonna be kind of cool now. We, all of us. How cool is that? Who am I looking at here, Bo?
Derek, I got the pizza.
Oh, good. By the way, send some love. Elise had her back surgery today, so we're trying to take care of her, and we went ahead and sent dinner so that no one had to worry about cooking and stuff like that. So send her a text, tell her we love her, and you're praying for her. So now I'm going to call Nishida. This is how deals go. You have to communicate with all parts. Now, I am not doing this for a commission because I'm not licensed in Georgia. I can get a referral fee, right? But I can't actually take a commission. I can just put the deal together and I'm not going to get the full thing. But am I doing that for that reason? No. Let's talk about intangibles. What are intangibles? Why do you think I'm doing this besides karma, right? And it's right in line with my mission. What other benefits do I have by putting a deal together in Atlanta when I live in Georgia?
You mean Florida?
I don't understand the question.
You know what? Yes, that's what I meant. I live in Florida.
That's why, there you go.
Aside from money, what do I stand to gain by putting this deal together?
Spread your word out.
New contacts and networking.
That's exactly it. That's my girl. High five. Ali says I get to expand and get my mission out there. Yes. Is that bigger than any cost of money? Yes. Would I be saving more lives?
Yes.
So I'm now going to call Nishida.
Yes to the dress.
And we're going to see what we can do because I'm going to need her help.
Caramel apple lollipop.
What's your favorite candy?
Caramel apple lollipops.
Really? Or no? What's your favorite?
Okay. Now we're going to call Nishida and now she's got homework. Tootsie Rolls. I love Tootsie. They're so cheap and gross and I still love Tootsie Rolls. That's what my favorite candy was.
You're a cheap date. I love it.
Right? I mean, you would expect me to say something like, I know, seriously. I have standards. I mean, it is 5:40. She might be
Your
off.
call has been
Yeah,
forwarded to an automated voice messaging system. 470-346-0386.
I hate these cards.
The mailbox is full and cannot accept any messages.
Fine. Great news. That's all I'm saying. That'll get her to call me back. So this is it. I want you guys to go, and we're going to let this go for now because we've got our call in a couple of hours. So go enjoy the rest of your day. I hope you learned something. And we are going to go ahead and put this in the cloud so people can watch it. But the idea here is, and we're going to go over this later. I'm going to run some scenarios in my head. But I know what the seller wants. I was not threatening. I did not lowball him on the price. I love that. I love not having to lowball people, especially when they've got good hearts. And I know what his goals are, and I have how much his mortgage payment is a month, right? So if I'm able to cover that and he's going to rent elsewhere, he's still going to be ahead. So I'm going to make this deal as beneficial as I can for him. I just got to think. So let's have some fun, guys. Yeah? Woo! Okay. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Bye.
Let's have fun.
Bye. Thank you.